So that's Magic Mountain there, right, Booroo?
Mountain of Fire.
Mountain of Fire.
Yes, Canberra Mountain.
And that's linked into the songline side and the mountains to Little Rock, Big Rock, Booroo. You were saying?
Yeah, Sydney, Mount Yango, southwest Queensland, Attila, Uluru, Kaditunda, which is Lake Eyre, Snowy Mountains, and then here.
Yeah.
To the Mountain of Fire.
Yeah, linked in.
And up the East Coast.
That's right. And also be linked into our mountains up there, like Mount Nameless there and Mount Jawalenga, just our old volcanic mountain up that way. It's beautiful. Anyway, lovely, and the birds are here and all the beautiful jacarandas, right? Purple. Yeah. Gorgeous. I love jacarandas. Beautiful. Anyway, everyone, a lovely day in creation again. It's Garra, dreaming tomorrow. And I was just putting down a few things here. I thought I'd be really artistical about it, creative, colorful. It's always good to be colorful, not black and white are very different, but they come together as one. Anyway, that's a little song there from Mimsy. I'm going to go and see her soon. I think we're heading that way for a circle with Hanwei in the ancient rainforest in Gondwana, Dhurrgool. When's that happening with Hanwei? That circle? December the 16th, of that weekend, yeah. So camping as well, especially because it's a bit of a track there, and going to hang out with the koala bears and with the ancient rainforest and the headwaters there. So it'll be good to get instructions and download, and also to have great activations and to wake her up nicely. Good way, eh? Yeah. So what do you reckon? Here what we got. So just looking at words and creating words, because words is spelling and being able to cast a spell and knowing the hidden and the words, then you'll find the glory that lays hidden and unheard. It's from Brand New Day, Sweet Sister. New heaven, earth star, central, unlimited power energy source system. Oh, how do you feel about that? New word, way of seeing ourselves as creative beings in a new way, Booroo?
That feels energetically, positively wonderful.
Excellent.
Like a real activation of something new.
And that we have a lot of energy, eh?
Yes.
It just depends on where we're placing our attention and our focus and giving our time to, eh?
Exactly.
Because our time is our money. And time and life is short and precious. So, yeah, that's... So what do we have here? 2. So we're going to go down on it here. And we're going to go to formulate the works of art forms with creation that allows everyone and everything to prosper. Smiley face there with the sun. And be on a fair, level, balanced playing field. Crystalline, fluid songline grid. So what does that mean for you? And this is really good because that's something that you can all settle in as we come back to 0.2 Mabu Mabu, back to the beginning, where we see life as complex, when we can bring it back to the simplicity that life is simple, and we could keep it simple, sweetie, right? Keswanya. Keep it simple, sweetie. So how do you feel about that? To formulate the works of art form with creation that allows everyone to prosper and be on a fair, level, balanced playing field. Crystalline, fluid, songline grid.
I feel that's a really good place to start, where everyone can prosper and we all start on the even playing field. So no one's above anyone else, no one's having to come from behind. We all start from 0 point and start formulating from there.
So what I'm going to do is give an example. So what I'm saying is that if we bring everything back on the ground and we take away the big franchise corporations and we actually bring the inheritance back to the individual and to the family units and to the community, and we're able to support people at a grassroots level, you know. And that's met, and that we're giving and we're supporting our energy and our common standing and coming together to build that type of society, that type of community, this type of world, right?
Right.
So that's just something for you all to think about, and I think it's beautiful to be able to open up the floor and to open up the conversation, the yarning circle, to what that really looks like. And just really, I'm an idealist. I'm into creation. I'm into new ideas and systems that work well and what that means. And to be able to, you know, like if we have too much crowding in certain areas, and, you know, we can support the population of those who are in crowding areas to go into less crowding areas with the skills transfer and the dedication and the shared vision to be able to strengthen the community and strengthen the autonomy and strengthening the level playing field. So I'm just giving an example there, right?
Yes.
So what do we have next? To problems to be solved with full remedy of best practice and good behavior. So what do you reckon about that, Booroo?
I think that sounds great, and I know what has to happen is we go back to discussing everything and then moving forward with new solutions, remedies to actually resolve that problem. It starts with truth. Yeah, that's all. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's good. And I was just thinking that I don't want to be a problem and a menace to society. So if I heal myself and I build the credibility and I have the skills to be able to be in the position as someone who has this the skill set to be able to have this vision and to look at solutions. So the solution would be the fact that you need to know who you are, you need to know how much rights you have, and that they're not government, they're public servants, they're administrating our affairs, and we're like being infant, we're overfed and undernourished. And I realized when I was doing the federal facilitation as a facilitator of excellence in governance and leadership with CoxTM for the women's leadership, I saw that the governance and leadership capacity of every individual people in this country and abroad needed to have those skill sets, and that they were you're just told what to do, you do it, you don't question it, and you should question everything. And you know that is your right as self-governing beings, and it is your right to make healthy, positive decisions and choices that are actually going to affect your life in a positive way, that's going to allow you to prosper and grow and to be happy, and for your children and yourself and your community, not to be living in third world conditions and to be hungry and to have heaps of health problems and to be on Webster packs and to support pharmaceutical drug companies and all that stuff, when we should be saying, sorry, we should not allow it to go any further, and we need to level this all up, and we need to be able to support mums and dads because they've been broken in tragic cycles. And how does that support work for the individual man and woman, husband and wife, whatever that family unit might be, in whatever capacity, same with the same-sex community. So it's just about being able to say, well, mums and dads and parents, whether it's mum and mum, dad and dad, having those supports to be able to get strong, to be able to have a strong family unit. Where the kids can have good direction and hand down the learning tools to what they're born to be, not what we want them to be, but what they're gifted in and what they're here to be. The same way as I'm here to be is to raise consciousness of humanity and to be a way shower and to be a solution broker and to bring positive change in a way that we're working together. So, yeah, so the solution starts with ourselves, and it's about cleaning our backyard, and it's about identifying who we are, what our skill sets are, and our gifts are, and where we're best placed within the circle of life. So what do we have here? Bring real life back to the ground, starting at 0 point from the grassroots to build upwards, grow strong in common unity. So what do you reckon there, Booroo?
I reckon that's the best place to start is on the ground, because we want to build a strong, long-lasting foundation.
And we're sick and tired of top-down approach, and just remember that these top-down approach, whether it's the judicial system or the political system, they're there as service providers. They're there as a basic function to support government, real life on the ground. And we, the people, the law, the land is government on the ground. We're the ones who make law. They make statutes and legalese and rules that are to be broken. And if these rules are not sustainable and doesn't bring us forward together, and our performance indicators are low and they need to be brought up in order to see the positive results, then we need to, it's like I did, is to bring the whole of government on the ground, and that's by bringing all these service providers and these public servants on the ground and being able to say that you need to meet this, and you need to meet the changes for the government and real life on the ground. And if you can't, and this body and this system doesn't work because it's not integral, it's in breach of crimes against humanity, and they're embezzling and wasting our funds and our inheritance, and it's
our
not
time and energy,
yep,
and our minds.
Exactly, and so it's like that. So this is where I am. I'm activating Booroo in that way of seeing it, that way of how I'm working your minds to really think about it, because everyone's been sleeping, and you wouldn't have to think about all this stuff, because you've got all these public servants doing it. But at the end of the day, I'm not interested in public servants holding up that place and embezzling and wasting our money and misappropriating our funds, the same way that I came back into a really small community in crisis in 2004, and in my capacity as a new chair elected by the people, for the people, the law, the land, saw the misappropriation of funds in that particular system that actually make good people bad, and power corrupts absolutely, and that's with any yellow, black, red, yellow, white. It doesn't really matter. It's a corruptible system, and it brings no balance. It doesn't bring level playing field, and it's not a contract, or it's not an agreement that comes in good faith, and it's fully open and transparent for us to see what we're entering into freely by our choosing. So through the misappropriation of funds and in deficit, and that in deficit and trading insolvent, like the country's been in trading solvent since the bankruptcy in 1928. That's when the Commonwealth Bank came into pass, a bunch of con artists, banksters, and we went to war to stop the bankies from taking over the planet, and the political and judicial system have sold out to the merchant ships, and they get a commission. And that's the same way as the doctors are dangerous, and they've sold out to the pharmaceutical companies and make a commission, and there's a lot of money in pharmaceutical drugs and mind-altering substance, and it's disgusting to see the level of Webster packs with all the little pill-popping little packs there that go from Monday to Sunday through our community, and it's most probably going through all our communities, and it's questionable, it's a crime, and it shouldn't be happening, and we deserve better than this, and we deserve a better system and a better way forward. So let's start from the beginning again. No one is to blame, and we've lived and learned, and it's now time to grow up and start to come together at what that might look like as government on the ground, whether it's local or globally. So, to be able to foreclosure the corporation structure is also to foreclosure me within that mentality, within that system of belief and simulation programming. myself and to be able to come back to real life again, and why my heart and myself will be in peace to know that, people are happy again, that all has a right to a home, to business in one's fair trade, to good health and well-being and a good long life, happy family, happy community, and happy world. And that's the whole reason why I had a great life. I had a ticket to fly, and I was Kerrianne Cox, an independent singer-songwriter, and just loving life and being free and doing it my way and adding value to life, community, and everywhere I go, and meeting all the beautiful people. And it's like, this is for the people, the law of the land, who I need to meet to make the changes possible. I will meet. And what I don't know, I will find out in order to see what I need to see, so we can actually stop the comedy of errors, the hand-packing between the political and the judicial system that passes the buck and the ball to and fro each other, and the game's finished now. Why? Because people are hurting, children are hurting, everyone's hurting, and everyone is being robbed of their private properties, and we shouldn't be disinherited by our homes, our cars, our assets, and our security. So that time is over, and that's Article 36 is to be recited when an international treaty has been breached, and also Article 35. Have a look at that, and that's part of Balali and Section 44 of the Constitution, as foreign states and members can't sit and run for the parliament of this country. And that's the end of that. And also Section 26, Referendum of 99, the people and federation did not grant local government any power. That's New South Wales, that's the local shire, and we're under federation with the people, the law of the land. So, and under 126, all fixed assets, fixed structures belong to the Crown, the law of the land, the people, the living Crown, who we are together, Kujara, Commonwealth Treaty of Humanity, and Grand Federation of Light, Earth, Ground, Galactic, Ones, Rangi Booroo. So, that is why I do what I do, and my life has changed. I'm a songwoman. I'm here for social advocacy and equal rights and justice, and for the equity and the equal level playing field, and to balance everything, balance everything, and to change it in a positive way with everyone. So that was the promise, and that was my stand in my election speech. And I'm so happy that I know what I know, and I've made the building blocks locally and globally, and I'm really proud of my achievements, and that it's really important to have the skills transfer, and also to do the training, and to know trust and trade, to know common law, and to know contract law, and to go into history, into the local history findings, and into archaeology and everything, the science, botanical aspects, biology. And in order to move forward, you must go back. So I just also want to thank Sister Pat from the Catholic Church for giving us access to a lot of the historical stuff that needed to be met, so we could actually look at how we move forward together. So the Ancient Voices is also set in order for everyone to respond and to share their ideas, their good ideas, and their vision, our shared vision together, and the beautiful skills set of those who are giving to Mandy and Booroo. Thank you, Mandy and Booroo, for that. So we can actually have a skills audit of who we are and what we come here to Earth to do, and to be able to be the way showers and the change that we want to be by implementing love in direct action. Mabu. And you reckon, Booroo?
I reckon so.
Mabu, mabu.
Mabu, mabu.
Fire, mountain of fire. Lian mabu, mabu, mabu.